in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And this video is definitely a special one because today I'm going to be going through my entire Blu-ray collection. And I did the same thing for my Funko Pop collection a couple weeks back, and I was like, you know what, that was a fun time. It was a cool video to make. I think my Blu-ray collection's also big enough to do a little fun collection video like I did with the Funko Pop one, although it's probably not going to be as long as that one because it's not as big of a collection as the Funko Pop one. But again, I thought the collection was big enough to do a video on it. Alright, so now let's hop into this collection, with the first one being the 4K Steelbook of Avengers Endgame. And we are going in alphabetical order, just to give a little bit of a heads up. So, I do like this Steelbook, I do. You see the people who did not fade away at the end of Infinity War in the front. And then you have the people who did dust off in the back there, and you see the logo also kind of dusting off as well. So it's pretty cool, pretty nice. And then we got the inside here, got the 4K disc, the Blu-ray disc, and I believe that's the special features disc. Might be wrong. Yeah, but I think one of those is special features. And then you got the 4K, and you got the Blu-ray. So bada bing, bada boom. Very nice, very nice. I believe I watched this once, because obviously it's on Disney Plus now, but I believe I watched this once, but you know, it's cool to have this, you know, it's nice to feel it and touch it, and oh, awesome. Anyways, moving on here, next up we have A Christmas Story. I got this on Black Friday, I believe for like $5, and I was like, you know what, I'll just get it. And at the time I had never seen Christmas Story, so I was like, and it was around Christmas time, and I was like, you know what, this probably be a fun little movie to watch around Christmas. And it is, it's a cute movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Christmas film at all. That probably goes to Elf, probably, which we'll probably talk about a little bit later. And then you got the back there, nothing too special, but you do have the special features, so there you go. Then you got the front, got Ralphie there, and then the Blu-ray disc. That's it. Nothing too fancy with this one. But as you see, I kind of like how it has the ornaments there, and it shows the different moments throughout the movie, like when he's in the bunny costume and all that. So yeah. Alright, so next up we have a movie that I definitely love a lot, and that is Baby Driver. That is right, Baby Driver. I also got this on a Black Friday a couple years back, and I mean, this movie is just absolutely awesome. But again, nothing too special about this. However, awesome steelbooks have come out for this movie, and I'm kind of bummed that I got this version of the movie, not like the steelbook versions, because I'm not usually one to get different copies of the same movie. However, if like, let's say a steelbook of a movie comes out and I already own another version of it, but it's like so cool, I might just get it. I might. But I haven't done it with Baby Driver, but there you go. I do like the disc. That's awesome. That's really cool. But, you know, nothing really in the inside there. So, there you go. That's Baby Driver. Next up, we got the first Blu-ray Steelbook, and that is Batman Begins. That's right. I just watched it recently, and I mean, it's definitely an awesome movie. There you got Batman in the back there. Really cool. Really cool. And then, bam! Really like this steelbook. And I mean, steelbook, you can never go wrong with steelbooks. Let's just be honest here. Next we have Ben-Hur. That is right. We got Ben-Hur, which is a movie I am yet to see. I'm yet to see Ben-Hur, but I will eventually, and it might be one I'll do a Kid Critics Classics on, so we'll see. But this is cool. I don't know what you would call this, but the inside is awesome. Obviously, I do know about the famous chariot race in the movie, so very nice. And then you got the movie there. Really cool, though. Really cool. I dig it. And I got the back. Bam. I will watch you one day, Ben-Hur. One day. So, next up, we got Blade Runner 2049. $49, and dare I say that it's better than the original Blade Runner movie. But just visually, this movie is just stunning. Oh my. And they got my boy Harrison Ford there, looking nice. Oh yeah. So let's open this up here. Same thing. And I believe I've seen this movie, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times. And yes, I'd probably say that that the sequel is better than the original. However, I've seen the original once, and I definitely need to rewatch. So that's a to be determined thing there. But as you see, you got the DVD version, and you got the Blu-ray version. So there you go. And also the slipcover, I really like. I really like the feel of the slipcover. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so now let's move on to the next Blu-ray, and that is Castaway. I believe I got this out of the $5 bucket, and I actually just recently watched this for the first time, I believe a month ago, and this movie is awesome. This movie is definitely something. Definitely lives up to the hype, and Tom Hanks is fantastic in here. And I actually have one of the cast members here with me before I talk more about the Blu-ray, and that is my boy, Wilson. That is right, folks. We got Wilson in the house, and I don't know, should he spend the rest of this video with us? I don't know. Do you want to stick around as I go through the rest of my collection? Yeah? Alright, I guess Wilson here is going to be sticking around. Let's see, I don't know where to put him. I'll put him right here, next to Baby Yoda. He'll take care of him. So there you go, Wilson. Anyways, we got Castaway here. Obviously directed by the great Robert Zemeckis, who also directed another movie that I loved, Back to the Future, and the whole entire trilogy. So there you go, the back. Again, nothing too special there, but you got the special features. And then you got the inside, and you got the case of Tom Hanks' face. So there you go. And it is one of my favorite Tom Hanks performances. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite. I mean, it's up there with like Saving Private Ryan and all that. So yeah, I don't know if I'd say my favorite quite yet. I had to think more about that. But next up, we got Coco, and I did get this when the Blu-ray came out. I do remember getting this, and I love the front. How it just looks magical, awesome, and just the look of this movie is fantastic. So there you go, and it's also one of my favorite Pixar films. Then you got the front, the back, same thing as the slip. All right, take out my digital download code for maybe one day I'll use it. I mean, I don't know if there's an expiration date on these things. Maybe I should look into that. But here you go, the 2 discs. You got the bonus special features disc, and you got the Blu-ray disc. So there you go. And I do believe I've watched this Blu-ray once, but obviously it's also on Disney Plus. And that's always the thing now is with physical media versus obviously like the streaming, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon, and all that. But I just like having physical media. I just like holding it, and I mean, even if I've never opened them and watched them, it's just nice holding them, But I have opened and watched a lot of these that I own, so there's that. Next up, we got The Conjuring, and I absolutely love this slipcover. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very nice. Very nice. And there you go. And then obviously, the best thing about getting these like cool slip covers is that the Blu-ray case is just the plain old normal version of the Blu-ray or whatever. So there you go, the back. There you go. And I do really enjoy this movie and the second one as well. I think the second one might be a little bit more, probably more scary than the first one, to be honest with you, but there you go, nothing too special in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's move on to the next one, which is another, I guess, horror movie, even though I haven't seen them, and that is the Creature from the Black Lagoon complete trilogy set. Obviously the classics from the 1950s. Again, I'm yet to see it. I'll definitely get around to watching them sometime soon. And there you go. I like the feel of it, of this slipcover for sure. And then you got the case, which looks the same as the slipcover, unlike the Conjuring one. Open it up here, and as you see, you got one disc that has one of the movies and another disc that has the other two films. So, bada bing, bada boom. Let's move on to the next one here, which is The Dark Knight. That is right. One of the greatest comic book films of all time. You got the Joker back there, Batman back there in front of that building that's on fire with the bat signal. See, let's open this up here. And there you go. You got Batman on this little bat motorcycle thing. And then I believe you have the special features disc and the Blu-ray disc. So also really cool steelbook. And I think this one and the Batman Begins one are pretty on par with each other, I'd say. So there you go. I don't have Dark Knight Rises yet, and I need to get Dark Knight Rises. I want it on steelbook though, and that's hard to find, so I'll definitely get that someday. Alright, now next we have The Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool Juan. So there you go. And I'll always remember watching this movie. I watched it in the TCL Chinese Theater. It was the first time I'd ever been there, and I was with my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother's sister. And then I did not know what. Well, I figured that I probably knew what I was in for going in to see the movie. Boy, was that an awkward experience. But you got Deadpool 1 here, which again, it's a movie that I really enjoy. And then let's open this up. I believe I also got this on Black Friday a year or two ago. And then you got the DVD disc and the Blu-ray disc. So there you go. Let's move on to the next one, which is a little bit similar to Deadpool, and that is Deadpool 2. I got it this again Black Friday, and I probably prefer the first one over the second one. So you got Josh Brolin, Cable, you got Zazie Beetz as what's her face? I forget her name. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, major brain fart. Domino. There you go, Domino. But yeah, there you go. Then you got the back. However, I think this movie probably has one of the funniest moments, if not the funniest moment, out of the two Deadpool movies, and that is when his legs shrink and Cable walks in and then he has his gun out. That part just busted me up. That was amazing. And then you obviously have that Brad Pitt cameo in there. And then open this up here, and then again, nothing special, but you see there you got the Blu-ray disc, which looks pretty cool. I like it. I'm yet to watch this on this Blu-ray disc. I'm yet to watch it, and the first one too. Next up, we got Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? We got Elf. I told you we might talk about this soon, and this was the very first steelbook I ever owned, and it came with the like a little CD of the soundtrack for the movie. So that was nice. I mean, kind of lost it though, so there is that. And you got the back there. You see Elf sitting on top of Papa Elf. Open this up. There you go. Got the Blu-ray disc and the special features disc. And then you got Buddy right there. Bam! I would say Buddy the Elf is probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Home Alone and Buddy, they compete. They compete with each other. Next we got Inception. Obviously a very popular Christopher Nolan film with just a ginormous A-list caliber cast right here. I mean, we're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ken Watanabe, is it Cillian or Cillian Murphy? I don't know. Tom Hardy, Michael Caine, Ellen Page, just insane. Marion Cotillard. So there you go. Cool steelbook. I do like this movie. It's not my favorite Nolan movie. Again, I'd probably go to The Dark Knight. Then you got the inside. Nothing really there except for the disc, which looks like the cover. But the cover is really cool. I do like it. And then you got the back. Nice. Next, we have a movie that I haven't seen in a very, 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 very long time. And that is Independence Day. Well, I wouldn't say a very, very, very long time. I'd say it's been a couple of years. So there you go. You got Will Smith in the back there, standing there like a champ, because it just took down some aliens. However, this movie does have a great president's speech in there. Very famous speech. Then you got the inside. Again, I planned on watching this on the 4th of July, but I didn't have time. But the Blu-ray disc looks cool, and the inside looks cool. So, bam. I believe I got this on sale at Best Buy. Forgot how much. Maybe like 10 bucks. I don't remember. Next, we have Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I like this movie. Obviously, a lot of people enjoy this movie, but it's not my favorite Indiana Jones movie. That goes to Last Crusade, which is a film that's awesome. And there you go, you got the back. I'm yet to get Last Crusade, though. I'm yet to get it. I should have taken these digital download codes out before I started this, to be honest with you, though. There you go. There you got the disc. Again, nothing special there. Let's move on to the next one. And that is the 4K Steelbook of Iron Man 1. And I mean, this movie is the one that started it all. It still holds up to this day. And I got this the same day that I got the Endgame 4K Steelbook, because when I got it, I was like, I feel like getting, I felt the need to get something else. And I got the 4K Steelbook of Iron Man. Very cool. They got the back there. Nice. Let's open this up. Again, another digital download code that I probably should have taken out. And then you got the 4K, and I believe the Blu-ray disc. So, bam! And yeah. Let's move on to the next one, and that is one called It. It. I believe I've popped in the Steelbook, the Blu-ray disc for this one, and I watched it maybe once or twice. But I love this movie. The second one is definitely not as good. It was alright, but didn't hold up to the original. But there you go. Bam. Let's open this up here. Get another digital download code. Fantastic. And then you got the Blu-ray and the DVD disc, which look exactly the same. So, there it is. Next up, we got another horror movie, some may say. And that is Jaws. I might say maybe more thrillerish horror elements, I'd say, for Jaws. But classic Spielberg right there. I'd say probably my third favorite Spielberg movie. It was one of my first Blu-rays that I ever bought, so that's for sure. And now, you got the Jaws disc there. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, let's move on to the next one here. And the next one, we got another classic Spielberg film, Jurassic Park. That is right. And easily my favorite experience with this movie is when I've had a couple cool experiences. I watched it in a baseball stadium, in a Major League Baseball stadium, which was awesome. And then I watched it in a movie theater, which I'd say is probably my favorite experience, possibly, because that's where I was like, whoa, this movie is definitely something. That's where I enjoyed Jurassic Park the most. I've seen the Jurassic World movies, but I haven't seen Jurassic Park 2 and 3 yet. Obviously, I hear that they're not as good as the first one, but I mean, that's pretty hard to beat. And then you got the disc there. There you go. Pretty basic stuff there. Just the title with a black background. And then we have a movie that I'm yet to see, and that is the 1930s King Kong. I've gotten so close to watching this, to sitting down and watching this, and for some reason I just didn't do it. But the cover looks cool. And then you got the back. So there you go. And then you got the... having trouble opening this. I don't know why. Oh, there you go. There you go. You got the disc artwork, which is the same thing as the cover. So, bam. Next up, this might be out of alphabetical order because I forgot to put this in my stack there, and that is the Godfather trilogy, the Coppola restoration edition, or yeah, that's just the Coppola restoration. And this was definitely a recent purchase that I got at sort of like a swap meet, basically. So there you go. You got all 3 movies. I've seen Godfather 1 and 2, but I still haven't seen 3. I've seen the first one, I believe, like 3 times. And I see the second one like once or twice. So there you go. Oh, there you go. And then you got the first one. You got part 2. And then we got the special features disc. And then it comes with this little booklet here. It probably gives more details about the movies. So, yeah. There you go. There you go. So there is the Godfather trilogy set there. Okay, so next we have the Blu-ray Steelbook of Kingsman: The Secret Service. Awesome movie. Awesome Steelbook. Then you got the back, which kind of connects. Awesome Steelbook. And I believe I also got this on sale, I think. And then you got the inside there. There you go. Now the sequel definitely is not as good as the first one. I mean, it's like eh. But the first one, good stuff. Good stuff. Next we have the Lego Batman movie. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy this movie. Easily my favorite part of it was when Bruce Wayne's walking around in Wayne Manor and he's like eating lobsters all by himself. I thought that part was pretty funny. And easily probably my favorite part of the movie. It's been a little while since I've seen it. And then you got the inside there, and you got the DVD disc and the Blu-ray disc. I'd say how I'd rank the Lego movies. I've only seen 3 of them. The first Lego movie, the part 2, and then Batman. I'd probably go the first Lego movie, and then I don't know, Lego Batman and Lego Movie 2 are kind of even because I actually really enjoyed the second one. I know there was a couple people, or a solid amount of people that weren't as big on it, but I personally really enjoyed it. Next we got Mark Wahlberg, Peter Berg in The Lone Survivor, and then I mean, this is where you knew like Peter Berg does a fantastic job with films that are based off of a true story. With this one, Deepwater Horizon, Patriots Day, which might be my favorite out of those 3, but it's definitely close between this one and Lone Survivor. But this movie's really good. Definitely highly enjoy this one. Recommend it. So there you go, Blu-ray disc and a DVD disc for Lone Survivor. Next we have one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, if not the greatest comic book movie of all time, and that is Logan. And it includes the Logan Noir disc, and I have seen it, the Noir version in black and white, and it didn't really change a whole lot for me, to be honest with you. So there you go. Got the back there. I mean, this movie is just great. It's fantastic. Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and all them should have been nominated, but whatever, for an Oscar. So there you go. Let's open this up. Take out the digital download code again. Take whatever this thing is. Now we got the special features disc. We got the let's see, what disc is this? Oh yeah, the special features disc. We got 2 special features disc. There you go. And then we got the Noir Blu-ray version of Logan. So, bam! Well, actually, no. One of them's the movie with the special features. So, next up, we have another Blu-ray in Love, Simon. And I've seen this movie quite a bit since it came out. And this movie is so underrated. I love this movie. It was definitely one of the best coming-of-age films in the past couple of years. This Edge of 17, and I'm definitely a sucker for coming of age movies, and this one was definitely a great one. Great stuff. So take this out here. I got the Blu-ray disc and the DVD disc, and I think I also got this on Black Friday. Next we got What a Day, What a Lovely Day, Mad Max Fury Road. Just a really cool action movie. The visuals are just And then you got the Blu-ray disc and the DVD disc. And I think I've only seen this movie once, maybe twice, but I think I've only seen it once. Then you got the back there. You still got the little sticker thing there. So there you go. Mad Max Fury Road. Next up, we got a recent purchase, and you guys probably already know that if you saw my Blu-ray hunting video, and that is Marriage Story. The best movie of 2019, one of my favorite movies of all time. Bam. If you want to see a more in-depth thing, watch my Blu-ray hunting video. You got the disc there. Really cool. Really cool. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is the 6th film collection of Mission Impossible. And I enjoy all of them. I mean, yes, the second one is not as good as the other ones, but you can still get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's still fun watching Tom Cruise climb rocks at the beginning of it. But I really enjoy this film series, and I'd probably say Ghost Protocol is my favorite. I think it comes with this little booklet where it gives some information about all the different movies. But yeah, there you go. Then take the digital download code out again, and you see you got the first one, which I like the first one. You know, it's good. It's good. Then you got the second one, which is definitely something to watch. Again, it's an entertaining movie, but it's not a very good movie as far as I remember. But it definitely has some entertainment value. Then you got Mission Impossible 3, which is definitely an underrated one that not a lot of people talk about. I like that one. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that. He's the villain. Then you got Ghost Protocol, which again is my favorite. You got Rogue Nation, which I really enjoyed. Might be my second favorite. And then you got Fallout, which is definitely my top 3. And then you got a special features disc, I think, for Fallout. Yeah, special features disc for Fallout. So yeah, this was also a recent buy. I believe I got this a month ago. The same time that I got the Creature from the Black Lagoon set, so yeah. Next, we got a movie that not a lot of people, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. And that's Moneyball. Moneyball is one of my favorite sports movies of all time. Such a fantastic movie. I can rewatch this movie over and over again. And then talking about Philip Seymour Hoffman, also in this, you also got Jonah Hill. And I believe this came out around the same time as Wolf of Wall Street. So Jonah Hill had a pretty solid couple years. Or maybe this came out the same year. If it did, then wow. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. Alright, so next up, we have another recent purchase, if you saw my Blu-ray hunting video, and that is Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times. This movie is fantastic. Bloody fantastic. If you have not seen Modern Times, definitely check it out, and check out the rest of Chaplin's movies because they're great. I mean, there wasn't one that I didn't like. I mean, obviously there's some that I like more than others, but they were all good at best. And there you go. Bam. Got a little booklet thing here. Probably gives you more information about the movie. Again, if you want more of a in-depth look, watch my Blu-ray hunting video. Next, we got my favorite steelbook that I own and the best action movie of all time. And the best Arnold movie of all time. Predator. This steelbook is just beautiful. Got the back there. Just the artwork is just beautiful. Take that out there. And you got the Blu-ray disc. Nothing too special about the Blu-ray disc. You got a little helicopter flying behind it. Awesome steelbook. Cool stuff. Next we got Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I mean, it's obviously a classic horror movie. It's not, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite horror movies, but it's a classic one. So there you go. And if you have not seen my Making of Psycho video, definitely check that out because you probably find out some really interesting stuff in there. And as you see here, we got the disc with, I believe, Janet Leigh on there. But yeah, if you have not checked out my Making of Psycho video, really interesting stuff there. So next up, we got John Krasinski's A Quiet Place. And just to think, we were this close. We were this close on seeing A Quiet Place Part 2. I mean, we were less than a week away, and just like that, it's gone. It was gone. Still haven't even seen the movie. Probably gonna come out next year. God. Anyways, but it's probably for the best. So there you go, Quiet Place, or it was for the best. So there you go. I love this movie. As you guys probably noticed. I actually did a review on it back in the olden days. I did do a review on it. So, yeah. You got the DVD disc and you got the Blu-ray disc. Probably tell which one's the DVD and which one's the Blu-ray. Obviously, this one's the Blu-ray and that one's the DVD. I mean, come on. Not dumb here. Sheesh. Next up, we got Ready Player One. Look, I gotta be honest with you. I really enjoy this movie. This movie's so much fun. I mean, we see Mechagodzilla against the Iron Giant. We see King Kong wreck shop. I mean, sure, is it maybe a bunch of fan service? Like, maybe. I don't know. But it's a blast. This movie's an absolute blast. And, I mean, the third act is just so much fun. And you got that awesome sequence in the Overlook Hotel, which is great. So there you go. And then you got Chucky. The awesome Chucky line in that movie. It was pretty funny. And then you got the Blu-ray disc and the DVD disc. So yeah. It's been a little bit since I've seen this movie though. Obviously, directed by Steven Spielberg. Greatest filmmaker of all time. Even though I do not own my favorite movie of his, which is Saving Private Ryan. Which is a shame. Next, we got Reservoir Dogs, directed by one named Quentin Tarantino. And this movie is definitely something. I really enjoy this movie. Definitely fantastic. I've seen it once, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, but again, highly enjoyed this one. So yeah, Reservoir Dogs. What a cool title, too. Yeah, definitely top 3 Tarantino for me. I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Inglourious Bastards takes it. I'd probably go Django and maybe Reservoir Dogs. So, yeah. What? You don't have Pulp Fiction in your top 3? Yeah, that's right. I don't. Next, we got Seven Samurai. And this movie is definitely a very important film. One of the most important films ever made. And if you have not checked out my Making of Seven Samurai video, definitely check it out. And Criterion, of course, comes with a little booklet, and I enjoy this movie as far as like entertainment wise, but I mean, obviously it's not gonna hold up as much. It came out in the 50s and all that jazz, but I enjoyed it. I liked it, and it surprisingly went by really fast it went by fast. I wouldn't say really really fast, but it went by fast for this being a 3-hour film. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Then we got the inside here. Then you got the battle in the third act and the rain. All that mud. Sheesh. If you want to know more about the filming of that battle, check out my video of the making of Seven Samurai. So you got the 3 discs there. One of them is the part 1 and part 2 of the movie, and I believe the other one was the special features of the film. So there is Seven Samurai. Okay, so moving on in the Blu-ray collection, next we got Shawshank Redemption, or The Shawshank Redemption. And again, another film I really enjoyed. It's a classic movie. Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins. There you go. Man, oh man. Shawshank Redemption. I mean, what a year. Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump all in the same year. Now, yes, I'm not as big of a fan of Pulp Fiction, but Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, which is another movie I enjoy. And again, Shawshank. Next, we got The Shining. The film that has the best performances in a horror movie of all time, and it's pretty going to be hard to top the performances in this movie. And definitely one of the best, if not the best, child performance in any movie in here. And again, with the case of the Blu-ray looking different from the slipcover. So there's the front. Got Jack Nicholson right there. Probably saying, here's Johnny and all that jazz. Got the back. Get the side there. Open this thing up. And yeah, there you go. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And I have seen this movie in theaters. And it was pretty cool seeing this movie in theaters. It's always cool seeing classic older movies in theaters. But easily, probably my favorite experience watching a classic movie in theaters was Jurassic Park. So next we have my second favorite Spider-Man movie, and that is Spider-Man Homecoming. But to be fair, it's been a long time since I've seen the Raimi Spider-Man movies, so... But right now, Homecoming is my second favorite Spider-Man movie. We'll talk about my favorite in a bit, maybe not. I don't know. Then you got the backside there, but he's upside down, but no, he's not. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty little cool thing they added there. Then we got the inside, the Blu-ray disc, and the DVD disc. So yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. Next up, well, what do you know? My favorite Spider-Man movie of all time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Who would have thought that this movie would be one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time? At least in my opinion. Or the best Spider-Man movie of all time in my opinion. I mean, who would have thought? This movie's absolutely brilliant. It was one of my favorite movies of that year. I believe I put it at number 2 when I did my top 10 list. And I think the first one was A Quiet Place. So yeah, fantastic movie. This is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If you have not seen it, make sure and check it out. I believe it's on Netflix. Yeah, and you also got a Stan Lee cameo in there. Probably just ruined that. Sorry. Next up, we're heading to Star Wars now. Star Wars A New Hope. We got the Blu-ray Steelbook. And this is cool. I mean, the front's already cool with Vader. But this is awesome. That artwork. Ooh. And Luke looks like really ripped. I'm not gonna lie, maybe even more ripped than he is in the movie in A New Hope. So that's definitely something. And you obviously got Vader there. Awesome. And you got the Blu-ray disc. Nothing really special about that. And then you got the Luke's little home on Tatooine that will eventually get burnt down by stormtroopers. But yeah, A New Hope. And I just rewatched this movie recently on Disney Plus, and I actually like the movie more. I don't know why, but I just did. Next up, we got probably the most influential sequel of all time, and that is Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. And on the back, we got more cool artwork. Again, these steelbooks are pretty nice. We got Stormtrooper in the front. Then you got the disc. But I don't think I'd say Empire is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's definitely the best made, and obviously the most influential out of all the Star Wars films, like I said before. But yeah, I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. I might give that to Force Awakens, just because, you know, it's the first Star Wars movie I'd ever seen in theaters, and all that was just a blast and all that. So, you know, it has that special place in my heart. Next up, we got Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which to me has one of the best third acts of all time. I mean, just the throne room sequence alone. Fantastic. Back, more cool cover artwork. There you go. Or I should say on the back. Well, it's not really the cover since it's on the back, but yeah. Open this up. Again, nothing much on the disc. Got the Death Star there. So there you go. Next, we're heading into the sequel trilogy. I don't have Force Awakens yet. I was this close on buying it once, but I don't know why. I just didn't get it. Even though it is one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time, but I have Last Jedi. And I like this movie. I mean, again, it's not one of my favorites, but there's really cool moments in here, like the part with Luke and Leia. Oof, just tears my heart apart. But I like this movie. I have it, again, it has problems like any movie, and I kind of like the glossy look on there. I like that. Pretty cool. But yeah, here's The Last Jedi. The beloved Star Wars film. The most beloved Star Wars film of all time. But yeah, surprisingly, I don't have Force Awakens. Don't know why. Because I want to own all of the Star Wars movies that I enjoy. So I still have 3, I think. Force Awakens, Rogue One, and I like Revenge of the Sith. Just saying. And who knows, I'd probably enjoy Revenge of the Sith more than Last Jedi. That's right, I said it. I enjoy Revenge of the Sith more than The Last Jedi. So there you go. But again, I still do like this movie. So I believe that is it for Star Wars. Again, still need to get more all the Star Wars movies out. And then I also enjoyed Solo, but I don't know if I buy it, if that's the one I'd buy. But next we got the best comedy movie of all time. And if you say it's not, then we got a problem. That's Step Brothers. I mean, Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly at their finest. At their finest. I mean, I can watch this movie all day and still be laughing. And I didn't realize that this comes with an extended version. So it just tells you how much I've actually really looked at this. But still, it's one of the best comedies of all time. And I mean, just look at that. Isn't that it looks like a good time. And the disc artwork is great. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Prestige World. Why? Okay, so next up we have a very underrated horror film, and that is The Strangers. And it is DVD, but the slipcover glows in the dark, so I had to get it. And it's a Walmart exclusive because usually around Halloween time, they sell these exclusive DVDs that has a glow in the dark slipcover. Like I believe last year they did Halloween 2. Maybe Creature from the Black Lagoon, but yeah, they do that every year, and I just needed to get The Strangers. I mean, sure, it's DVD, but this movie is so good enough. Again, another thing with the cover artwork for the case cover artwork and the slipcover artwork. So yeah, but anyways, this movie is so good. This movie is so good. If you have not seen The Strangers, do yourself a favor and watch it. And there you go, the inside. The second one's not good, though. The second one's not good at all. But watch the first one because it is so good. It is so good. So yeah, The Strangers. Next, we're talking Martin Scorsese here, ladies and gentlemen. Taxi Driver, the Blu-ray Steelbook. Really cool artwork. I dig this a lot. And I like this movie. Definitely needs a rewatch. It's been a little bit. But I liked it. It's not one of my favorite Scorsese movies, who is probably my second favorite filmmaker of all time. And then The Inside, not much as far as like art and stuff, but the disc looks cool. But the cover and the back look fantastic. And then the score in that movie's fantastic too. Next we got the 4K edition of Terminator 2. Judgment Day, and the cover looks sick with just Arnold there looking all cool. And then you got the back there. Obviously this is a classic Arnold movie, awesome action movie. As far as is it my favorite Terminator movie, I mean this one and the first one obviously compete with each other, but the first one I really enjoyed it when I watched it, but I need to watch it again and really solidify which one I think is best, the first one or the second one. So yeah, and then we got the discs there, and they both look cool. We got Sarah Connor there, and I always forget this guy's name. I always forget his name. I know he's like a classic villain, but I always forget his name. Always forget his name. I apologize if you're yelling at the screen right now, but yeah. Next, we have the Blu-ray Steelbook of Ben Affleck's The Town. This was also a recent purchase, and this movie is fantastic. Fantastic. The cover's cool. The back's also cool. I mean, nothing like jaw-dropping about it, but, you know, it's nice. It's nice. You also got Jeremy Renner in there, Rebecca Hall, John Hamm, Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner is always like one of those actors that I kind of root for. I don't know why. There's just, I don't know. Something about it. I always root for like the underdogs. They always seem like that underdog, like in the Mission Impossible series, the MCU. I know there was like controversy around him, but I don't really know what happened with all that. It kind of died down. So then you got the disc cover artwork, which is cool, and he's also a really talented actor. I don't know why. I just went on a big, huge tangent about Jeremy Renner. If you have not seen Wind River, by the way, that movie's also really good. And I haven't seen that one in quite a while, but it's not a very rewatchable movie. But yeah. Next, we got Toy Story. This was another one of those purchases where I just felt like buying something, and I got the 4K steelbook of Toy Story. Again, very nice steelbook. You got the ball in the back. I mean, Toy Story is easily the best animated franchise of all time. Like, nothing comes close to it. Like, all of them are just fantastic. I mean, again, Toy Story with its animation from the time when it came out, it was obviously like awesome to see. Yeah, it was also a very good start for Pixar. Next, we have, I'd say this might be my favorite Damien Chazelle movie. Maybe. That's Whiplash. I don't know, Whiplash and La La Land. Man, it's like choosing between my children. But you got Whiplash here. J.K. Simmons, just a boss in this movie. Just an absolute boss. Miles Teller, I mean, also did a really good job in here. Actually did a fantastic job in here. I don't know why he's not getting more work, because obviously this movie proves that he's a fantastic actor. You got the back there. Just rewatched this movie not that long ago, too. Very movie I can watch over and over again and love it every single time. You got the disc cover there. I mean, oh man, J.K. Simmons is so good. Next to, again, more DVDs. Got the Superman 5 film collection. And fun fact, I've only seen Superman the movie. I've only seen the first one. Still haven't seen Superman 2. I hear the Richard Donner cut is where it's at. That's the top-notch one. But I really liked Superman the movie. I really enjoyed it. You got all the movies there. You got Superman the movie, which again I said I enjoyed. Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Superman 3, which I don't hear a lot about. Superman 4, which I hear stinks to high heavens. Then you got Superman Returns, which I hear isn't like horrible, but it's kind of boring. That's what I hear. So yeah. Next, we have my Blu-rays just tipped over a little bit. Next, we're starting to get into the final two here. We got the Blu-ray triple feature, Scorsese up in here. The Departed, which is a brilliant movie. If you have not seen The Departed, I know it's a remake off of Internal Affairs. I believe Gene Hackman's in it. Definitely need to watch it, but I love The Departed so much. Probably my second favorite Scorsese movie. Then you got Goodfellas, which is my favorite Scorsese movie. I mean, it's just an absolute blast. I mean, if you're telling me that there's a movie out there with a scene where they're cooking like Italian food and you'll get super hungry, and then it's with gangsters and awesome music, I'm probably gonna really enjoy it. So yeah, next we got The Aviator, which I still haven't seen. Leonardo DiCaprio, still haven't seen it though. And then you got the discs there, The Departed, Goodfellas, and then they got a little bit lazy and they put the the Aviator disc behind the Goodfellas disc. So got a little bit lazy there, but it's okay. It's okay. Probably watch The Aviator one of these days. Next, the final thing we have here is the Planet of the Apes trilogy. And then, I mean, the front's really cool, and the back. Get the back there. Bam, 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 bam. For freedom, for family, for the planet. I love this trilogy. The modern Planet of the Apes trilogy, or the prequel trilogy, is just flawless, just so good. I love each one of them. Well, I mean, War, I'd say I really liked. I wouldn't say that I don't know. It's tough, man, but I really enjoy each one of these. Rise for the Planet of the Apes. This movie, not a lot of people talk about Rise. I mean, obviously, most people talk about Dawn the most, which is my favorite. And that's kind of the common thing to say. But when I went to go watch War, I did a back-to-back where they showed all 3 Planet of the Apes movies, and that's where I was like, wow, this movie is awesome. This movie's awesome. So yeah, there you got Rise. Then we got Dawn, of course. We got Dawn, which is my favorite. I also have it on DVD. Never opened it though. Probably won't since I have a Blu-ray version. And then we got the disc artwork. But yeah, Dawn is absolutely my favorite. And then next, We have war. I mean, this just a very satisfying ending. Just the thing with this movie, I think a lot of us expected that this movie to be more action-packed and not as slow, I guess you can say. And then got more back there. And Woody Harrelson was also great. And then Andy Serkis as Caesar. Just fantastic performance. But yeah, I'd probably go Dawn. I really enjoyed War. I don't know. I'd probably go Rise and then War, but I mean, War broke my heart. In a good way. A lot of surprising things happened in this movie that I was not expecting. And then it also comes with a poster, which, I mean, I already have a Planet of the Apes poster from when I saw the triple feature thing, but, you know, that's cool. I like it. Caesar's face there. Nice stuff. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I went through my entire Blu-ray 4K DVD collection. And yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys had a blast watching. My mouth is just, blah. It's just out of words now. But don't forget to like and subscribe, because that is very important. And as always in every single video, look out for the next video or review. And peace.